Hello, awesome friends. Welcome back to the AfterShock EpiCenter live stream. I almost said it was the happy hour because we're so excited for this Thursday. But I'm your host, RuthAnn Thompson, and I'm also the Senior Retailer Relations Manager here at AfterShock Comics. How is it going? Hello, Paul Dunn and C-List E-Man. Thank you so much for joining here. We have so much stuff to talk about. We missed you guys because of New York Comic Con the week after, but we're back, and now we're actually headed to yet another convention this weekend, which is Baltimore Comic Con. We are so stoked. We're going to have Mark Hammond, Joe Pruitt, Sarah Pruitt, Steve Rotterdam are all going to be there. And it is the destination, is the charm city herself of Baltimore Comic Con. So we will be at booth 3201, and make sure you come say hi. We're going to have writer Steve Orlando there and so much more. So we're going to be having a lot of exclusives, including Chicken Devil #1 with convention exclusive by Dan Panosian. We only have 100 of these, so make sure you get to the booth as soon as possible tomorrow, as well as We Live #1 with convention exclusive cover by Anaki Miranda. Again, only 100 of them left. And we have the Aftershock Premium Format Horror Anthology One Shock with Baltimore Comic Con exclusive cover by Michael Gaydos. So make sure you join it. And hello, Englishmen in San Diego. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. And don't forget, we also have some awesome stuff for the booth, including obviously all of our amazing comic books, but we're also going to be including Bunny Mask t-shirts in black and white, our Read Dangerously t-shirts like this red one and in black, and we're actually going to have enamel pins for the first time at this booth. So we're going to have collectible pins of Maniac of New York. One is going to be the mask and the other is the logo of Maniac of New York. And then we're going to have AfterShock logo pins and Read Dangerously pins. So for all those pin collectors out there, it's a great chance to get your hands on them at the booth 3201. So make sure you head there. And guys, we have some incredible new comic book day titles coming out for tomorrow's new comic book day on Wednesday, October 20th. I almost forgot what day of the week it was. And first up, we have Beyond the Breach #4. This has been one of my favorites from Ed Brisson and artist Damian Cosiero, of this woman who just really wanted to take a break from life and take a road trip and just be with herself. And then the breach hits, which tore apart all of reality and caused all these crazy monsters to come into our reality. And she's just trying to keep her, a little boy, and this fun little fuzzy creature safe as they travel. And in this issue, #4, the origin of the breach is revealed, and Samuel's dark, bloody past comes along with it. But is it too late to fix the breach? Can the breach even be reversed? Or is this the new life and the new normal for Vanessa, Dougie, and Kai? So with this group of interdimensional bounty hunters hot on their heels, this new life may be, well, a very short-lived one. So I can't wait for you guys to read this one. It is, Damien's artwork is just beautiful in it. And I do love me some separating realities, coming together and trying to like solve it from there. And Paul Dunn, yes, he also can't wait to read that. So good, excellent. And you're saying you can't wait for After Dark, huh? Well, let's talk about the titles that are going to be in the shops next week, because we have so many incredible ones. I want to warn you ahead of time to make sure you get to your shop as soon as possible next week. So we have the Maniac of New York trade paperback. I'm sure everybody on this stream has read it and is obsessed with it as I am, but this is basically the story where Elliot Kalan, who writes for Mystery Science Theater 3000, Daily Show, several other comic books. He's incredible. But he was so disappointed with Jason in New York, that movie from years and years ago. So this is his version. So for the last 4 years, a mass slasher named Maniac Harry has been just terrorizing New York. And it's so bad that the cops have just given up even trying finding him. So the news will come out of just like, and Maniac Harry was spotted murdering people in this area. So stay away from there. And that's all they can do. And when New York City has a brand new, fully automated train on the opening day, Maniac Harry shows up and basically starts a murder spree from the back of the train all the way to the front. And we have two detectives that are trying to stop him, hunt him down. And then we have two kids that are actually on the train trying to escape him throughout this. So this is the full collection of the volume one of the first arc of Maniac of New York. And for those who've been paying attention to the news, we do have a second arc coming out of Maniac of New York, The Bronx is Burning. So look forward to that in December. Next up for trade paperbacks that are coming out next week is Nuclear Family Volume 1, Radio Nowhere. So this is by Stephanie Phillips and the artist Tony Shasteen. And for those who don't know, this is actually based on a story by Philip K. Dick where the Cold War gets very hot in this alternate reality where a small town family in Midwest, the bomb hits. And when they wake up from it, there's all these people that are like coming into their house with guns and yelling at them, and come to find out they were actually just transported like 10 years into the future, where the new America is now underground, and all of these Americans that are like coming into the house are assuming that they're Russian spies, because how else would they survive everything that happened? Because there's nothing left on the surface. So it becomes a story of this family not only trying to escape from their captors, but then also return back to their own time. So this is a beautiful story from, like I said, from Stephanie Phillips, and you can get it all next week. And also next week, again, we have so many things coming out. We have the Dreaming Eagles softcover edition second printing. This was so popular that we actually had to do a second printing. And this is from writer Garth Ennis and artist Simon Colby. So for any of Garth Ennis fans, this is another beautiful World War II story that just is gorgeous. Everybody must get it. If you are a fan of either of those two things, highly suggest it. And like I started off the show being too excited about, we have the happy hour coming up for this Thursday, October 21st. And I am so excited to be chatting with my friend, Brian Buccellato, or as most of us call him, Booch. And we're going to have a lot of fun. So we're not only going to chat about his career, answer questions from you guys, but then talk specifically about his new runaway hit with us, Chicken Devil. And for the live sale, oh my goodness. Check out this amazing cover by none other than our favorite Mike Ruth of Chicken Devil #1 Happy Hour exclusive variant. And we'll be selling that at a fraction of the cost, and you'll only be able to get it on this show. So make sure you stop by on Thursday, as well as all the stuff that we are going to have at the booth for Baltimore Comic Con. So if any of you aren't going to make it to the Baltimore Comic Con show this weekend, stop on by, because we're going to have the Maniac of New York mask and logo pins. We're going to have the AfterShock logo and Read Dangerously enamel pins. We're going to have Bunny Mask t-shirts. We're going to have Read Dangerously t-shirts at a fraction of the cost. So you guys must pour yourself a drink and join us at 5 p.m. Eastern on Thursday and join the fun. Let's see. I'm just checking on all of our chat here. Yes. Oh, I'm just so happy you guys are chatting away with each other here as well. And we also have coming up in the spotlight, one of my favorite titles ever of Aftershock is the trade paperback of Shadow Doctor. So this is the complete series of the real life story of writer Peter Calloway's actual grandfather, who in the 1920s was one of the first Black men to graduate with a medical degree. But unfortunately, in those times, nobody would give him a loan to start his own business, and nobody would hire him at any of the local hospitals until he had a run-in with none other than Al Capone, who then hired him to be his personal doctor. And it's a beautiful story and the artwork is by George Dante, who just does such a great job of dealing with all these different times. And because we actually start off the story, which is true, that his grandfather didn't tell any of his family about this real life past of his until his deathbed. So yeah, if you did pick this up, this is going to be a great way to pick it up in shops on November 10th. So absolutely get your hands on that. And for any of our Lovecraft fans, we have another one-shot coming out of Miskatonic called Even Death May Die. Ba, ba, ba. And this continues with the same team of writer Mark Sable and our artist Giorgio Pantielli. And the only tagline we have for it so far is "The road to hell might just end here." Ooh. So make sure that you reach out to your local comic book shop owners to put this on your list, because the order deadline is October 25th, but it will be in shops November 17th. So perfect way to go from your Halloweeny spoopy time into the holidays. And also, we have Bequest, the completed series, which is going to be in shops on November 17th as well. So for all of my D&D fans out there, this has been such a fun title, which was co-created by Tim Seeley and Freddie E. Williams III. And this is such a huge, grand fantasy adventure of the upper regions of Tangia and all the way to the lower depths of Wacker Drive in Chicago. So if you guys didn't catch it this time, make sure you let your comic book shop owners know by October 25th as well. And yes, exactly, An Englishman in San Diego. It is perfect for Halloween. And if you guys missed it, we had a new announcement of a brand new title called Bylines in Blood. And this comes from writer Erica Schultz, who I absolutely adore her and I haven't seen her for years. So it was really fun chatting with her recently about this title. And Van Jensen with art sensation Anaki, which you might recognize her work from DC Comics Bombshells, Legendary Red Sonja, etc., etc. So this is set in the future, where the very concept of truth has died. Politicians invent their own facts, and independent newspapers no longer exist. Why does that not sound like the future? It sounds more like now. But anyways, but in this world, private detectives serve like Ronin, searching out the hard truths that people are desperate to keep hidden. The best of these is Satya, known as Lady Dick, a former journalist turned gumshoe who runs every lead to the ground. But she has to receive her hardest case yet. Her old editor has been murdered. Someone wanted him silenced, and the trail points towards the highest bastions of power. To find justice for her friend, she'll have to put everything and everyone she knows at risk. And everybody here knows I love me a strong female lead, so I'm very excited about this title. And the artwork from Ada K is absolutely gorgeous. We're actually going to have a little trailer video for you guys soon since the announcement came out. Really excited about that. So make sure, everybody, that we see you on Thursday for the happy hour, 5 p.m. Eastern. And also for all of those people on the East Coast, head down to Baltimore Comic Con and check out our booth and get all the cool exclusives there as well. You guys are always amazing. It's such a pleasure to have you guys be a part of the AfterShock family. Make sure you stay safe out there. Wash your hands, wear your mask, keep your distance, and only read dangerously. We'll see you all on Thursday. Bye now.